loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah, for those of you who don't know me. I hope you're doing well, and even if that's not the case at the moment, that's alright. We are in the middle of a pandemic and life sucks sometimes. So if you're not feeling okay, I just want you to know that it's okay, and know that I'm sending much love from Munich, and also this tutorial, because to me personally there are little things that are more therapeutic or meditative than working with clay. And so yeah, I thought, why not give you some inspiration on how to do beautiful things with clay to light up your day. Wow, I love that rhymes. Yeah, without further ado, I'd say let's jump into the tutorial. For this tutorial I'm using air drying clay, and initially I wanted to use Sculpey or oven baked clay, but I couldn't get my hands on it because it was sold out everywhere. And yeah, I just think that Sculpey is more convenient since I'm an impatient person, and I think air drying clay always takes ages to dry, but hey, what can you do? My first project was the fruit bowl, and for the base of the bowl I cut quite a generous amount of clay and started to mold it and form it with my hands. And yeah, here I'm rolling it out. It's quite simple and self-explanatory, and yeah, I basically continued to roll it out until I was satisfied with my little sausage, and then I cut both edges with a knife and put the ends together, smoothed it out, and I was left with a perfect little circle. And I put it on top of my metal bowl, which serves here as the framework for the fruit bowl. The second step was to create the largest ring of the bowl, which is basically the piece that will go all around the opening of the metal bowl. And as I said before, it's quite repetitive what I'm doing here. I'm rolling out my piece, and yeah, I don't even quite know what to explain here, so over and out. And then I went ahead and made my connecting pieces for the two rings, and I think I had in total 6 or 7. And yeah, the only thing you need for this project is patience, because you really want to make sure to work carefully here and to fill in every gap, smooth out the edges, and really neatly connect every single piece together, because if you're not working carefully here, it can happen that while the clay is drying, it can crack and burst open, and you want to avoid that. For my second project I only use scraps from my first project, so what you want to do is take always your leftovers and put them back into the original packaging so you can prevent it from drying out and you can reuse it afterwards. And what I'm doing here is I wanted to make a small jewelry ball, and therefore I formed a small ball. I rolled it out and cut out a small circle, and then I took another bowl as a mold and put my clay on top of it, and then I formed it with the warmth of my hands. And so yeah, as you can see, the clay is taking the form of the bowl. The last project is a mirror I found the other day in the basement, and it's an old one from my boyfriend, and he allowed me to upcycle it, so thank you, babe. And I thought when I saw it, why not make a frame out of clay? And this is what I'm basically doing here, and I wanted to have quite an organic shape to the frame, so I wasn't too careful, and I'm literally just pushing and pressing the clay to the edge of the mirror, and yeah, that's basically it. I'm not very careful here, as I said. You just want to make sure that you press the clay onto the mirror so it won't fall off afterwards. And yeah, then all you have to do is to put your babies to dry and wait 1,000 years. Okay, I'm so scared to even touch this bowl because I feel it's so fragile and I don't want to destroy it. I'm so scared. Okay, I can do this. So what I'm doing here is I just very carefully removed the bowl from the bowl, the metal bowl, and yeah, what you can see here is that there are some cracks and yeah, spots I couldn't reach when it was inside or on the bowl. And yeah, here comes the leftover clay in, because I'm now filling in all these gaps, and and then I will say I let it dry for another 24 hours or so, and yeah, I think then it's ready to get painted. Before I started painting, I did an additional step and took a nail file to smooth out all the edges and yeah, basically the surface of every piece I made. For all of my projects I used acrylic paint, and here I'm mixing together black and green because for my jewelry bowl I envisioned a rich dark green, and also I used a clear varnish afterwards because I wanted to have a slight sheen to the bowl. For the fruit bowl, I decided to go the soft baby blue, and here I'm using a different technique. I'm not applying the paint with a brush, instead I'm using a kitchen sponge I cut into pieces, and guys, this is so much easier and faster. If you've never tried it before, you should definitely give it a try. And yeah, I used the same technique for my mirror, and here I decided to go with baby pink, and I ended up with a mirror looking like a fluffy cloud or cotton candy, and I love it.